Hello everyone, I'm K-Swope. I'm the only YouTuber you know who has watched many more hours of cooking shows than has spent actually cooking. And because of that, I decided, you know what's going to be fun? I'm going to try something new tonight, and I'm going to film the experience as I do. I cooked smash burgers for the first time, and things went interesting. There was some good, there was some very big bads, and a whole lot of uglies. So that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know if you think it's a disaster or not, and leave some comments if you think there are some certain ideas and techniques I can do to better improve upon what I did with my cooking here. So that being said, hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, it's K-Swope. I'm doing something different today. I'm going to be cooking, okay? I'm going to be cooking some smash burgers. Now, I thought this would be interesting, something different to do, something that's exciting, because I don't have a whole lot of cooking experience. I've made some burgers before, okay? So I have a little bit of experience there. Smash burgers are very different though. I've cooked, some other various things. But either way, smash burgers are very different from normal burgers, and so I'm going to give this a try. I hope it doesn't crash and burn. I hope it don't burn my house down. But either way, we're gonna try this together. Hopefully I don't screw it up too badly. All right, first thing I think I need to do from all the YouTube tutorials I watched is take this cast iron skillet and start heating it up. Now, I do not own a cast iron skillet. This is my roommate's, okay? And so I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I don't know. I might burn myself when I have it hot and I try touching here. So I'm gonna try to not do that. But then again, I'm probably gonna do that at least once, or it's gonna hurt. But either way, it's supposed to get to like 450 degrees. I don't know what that looks like on my electric stovetop. I saw some other guy on YouTube just crank his thing up to medium. So I'm just gonna do that. And I think I'm gonna let that get nice and hot as I wait for everything else. Line it up there. Okay, yeah, get it nice and hot while I get everything else prepped. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what I'm gonna be doing next. So first thing I wanna do is get my patties ready. So I have this, it's about like 1.5 pounds or so of ground beef that I had thawing in my refrigerator for the last like 2 days. So it's really cold. But yeah, I don't know what the lean fat ratio or whatever it is on this. I got it from my uncle who bought like a ton, and I was just like, yeah, I'll pay a couple of bucks to get, some, but I really don't know what this is, which is probably gonna be a problem to be quite honest, but we're gonna try it and see what happens anyways. What I'm gonna do, I don't know how normal people do this. I'm going to take this plastic wrap right here. I'm going to put it on the counter near the sink, okay? And then, I'm gonna cut this bad boy open with these scissors right here, make my little balls, put them back on the plate. But that way I just have a clean space and I can easily clean it up, not get blood everywhere. So let's hope that works. All right, plastic wrap is down. The meat is now exposed. If you hear some noise, I apologize. My Roomba's running right now. It has a tendency to get stuck on stuff. And it looks like it's going back to the charger now as we speak. Come to think of it, that's funny. But yeah, it does that. And so when I come home and I see that it's not running, I just put it into finishing its run, and then let it go back to the charger. But I digress. Here's the deal with this ground beef. What we're going to be doing is, I was told we're going to take them and try to get them to be like roughly like clementine size, okay? So like small, balls, because they are smash burgers. We're gonna have to smash them. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna make as many of them as I can. I'm gonna cook all the meat I have here, and then I'll just, refrigerate and eat them at a later date, the ones that I don't eat tonight. So that being said, let's dive in. I have a lot of meat. It's probably too big, but you're supposed to take it. Maybe it's a good size. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's take it. I want to get it nice and kneaded, I guess, but not too kneaded because I heard the fat will melt off. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good size. Don't you think? Good size. It's going to be smashed, going to be spread out. Yeah, we're going to go with that. And then I'll, of course, get plenty more where that came from. I'm probably going to get 6 or 7 patties out of this, pun intended. All right, these are done. My workspace is now clean. I put the scissors in the sink to clean them later. These guys, I was told to put in the refrigerator, because that way it keeps the fats from melting too fast, which is a good idea because I still have a lot of work to do. So, put this guy in here. All right, move on to the next thing. We are going to be finishing all of this good stuff, the toppings, things like that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna top it with ketchup and mustard, okay, classic, keep it simple. We're gonna do some pickles and we're gonna do some onion as well. This is a yellow onion, so I will treat that. And then of course we got some baby kosher dill pickles here from Aldi, okay, Aldi brand. So, good stuff. I'm gonna slice these myself. I'm gonna see if I can cut them long ways. So again, I'm borrowing my roommate's knife because I don't actually own any, nice cooking knives. I don't cook very much. So this is gonna be an adventure. I'm gonna chop some stuff. Let's hope I don't cut my fingers off. So I'm gonna start with the onion. I think with the onion, I just need to finish peeling it. A lot of stuff already came off of it, and then cut these little ends off. And then I'm going to dice it or slice it in some way. I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do with that yet, but I probably should. All right, this onion is peeled, it's ready to go. It's a yellow onion. I've used white onions before. I do like white onions. Yellow onions I've eaten with stuff on before. I've not diced one of these myself, but I know when I was dicing the white onion a while ago, it was kind of complicated, so I'm hoping I can get, some better cuts on this one. Alrighty, we're about to slice and dice. So I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna cut him in half this way. I think that's how the professionals do it. Okay, that was pretty easy so far. And then they always kind of cut it from there, so let's try this. It's a little thick on the one side. Whoa. Yeah, it's nice. It's a lot thinner on that side, but it gets thicker over here, so that's a little unfortunate. Let's see if I can do a little better this next one. I want it to be somewhat thick, but still solid enough, because I don't like when I have an onion that just kind of falls all over the place, or like you bite into the burger and an onion slides out and hits you in the face. That's no fun. This piece here sliding around, but it will make for a great onion ring. The rings are starting to fall out of this, which makes me a little concerned because I don't want to hurt myself trying to cut things here, but oh shoot, now it's just crumbling. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, I think that half of the onion was more or less a success. I'm not gonna complain about that. I'll take that win, Second half now. Ah, frick. Oh, shoot, there's blood. I have successfully cut my finger, okay? You guys just witnessed that. And I also have half an onion on the floor that I think I might just not cut up. So I think I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet, but it's not gonna be on my burger, trust me. We're gonna pause and I'm gonna go get this bandaged up. Okay, so I'm all bandaged up. There was blood, it is still bleeding, but you can't see it right now underneath this Band-Aid. So that was not fun. Took all the onions that I don't plan on using tonight and I bagged them up and I figured, you know what, save that for another date. But until then, I'll do that. I'm gonna slice some pickles up. Let's hope I don't cut myself again. I will say though, I did bring my box of Band-Aids out just in case, just to be safe, because if I don't want to have to run the whole way to my room just to grab my Band-Aids underneath my sink. No one wants to do that. So I brought these out. Let's hope I don't need them. Alrighty, so I like onion. I don't like a ton of onion, so I only saved about this much. They're falling apart now, but about that much for both my burgers I plan on eating tonight. So I'll set these aside for now. I'm gonna slice up some pickles. Let's hope I do not repeat history. And just because I'm a glutton for punishment, that also means you're gonna watch me try to open this pickle jar on this video. Fun. Ooh, that was surprisingly easy, so I'm kind of worried, not gonna lie. You're supposed to be kosher dill gherkins. So, I'm gonna try cutting them up myself. I wanna do them long ways, because I really like how long ways is on the burger. Like, I've been to a few places that I've served them long ways, and I always really, really like that. But I also don't wanna make them too thick at the same time. So, I need to be very careful with this. Like I said, I do not need a repeat of what I already did with my left index finger. That will not be fun. All right, first two slices, not too bad so far, so good. I'm a little worried now, actually. I might try cutting them this way. Nope, that's a bad idea. Or is it? No, that might be good. I can make that work, maybe. Okay. So we have an oddball here. This one's really weird. It's thick up top and short in the bottom, but I guess I'll take it. I'm gonna cut up one more too, just so I have a few for each burger I decide to eat. All right, so this is what we got. This is the one I cut the long ways. Those are a little funky, but the ones that I cut diagonally, they're tiny, but they're a lot better, and they're just the right consistency that I want. They won't mess anything up, because when you put ketchup and mustard on these things, what happens is when you pull something, like if I bite down on this onion piece and I don't bite it hard enough that I pull some of the onion out with me and I put ketchup and mustard on, it's gonna be taking that ketchup and mustard with it, and I don't want that. So I like the smaller things if I can. I'm not gonna try cutting any more onions because, you know, this. But I'm satisfied with this for now. It might not be perfect, but it's as good as it's gonna get. All right, next, I got these cheap Aldi hamburger buns I'm gonna use. I'm gonna try to be fancy with them. I'm gonna try to toast them a little bit. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna take 2 of these bad boys out. I'm having 2 tonight, but you'll probably only see me each and make 1 because I realize that my skillet probably does not have enough space for more than 1. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this, we're going to toast them. I'll show you how I'm doing that in a minute, but first I'm gonna get them out and set them, put them on my grandma plate here, and we will get it going. All right, so just like I do when I'm making a grilled cheese, I'm gonna take a little bit of this butter, wipe it in the pan here, spread it around, and then I'm going to put these bad boys on. This will also be a test to see how hot this thing is, so let's find out. Ooh, that's really hot right now. Ooh, look at that. How about it? All right, well that's piping hot. That's great. That's what I need for the smash burgers. Again, I don't have a thermometer to check the temperature, but we're gonna find some stuff out together. Let's put this guy down on here, just like that. This guy right there, perfect. Leave him there for a minute or 2, and then we'll flip him, see what's going on. Try to get my spatula out too while we're waiting. I did something better. I got 2 spatulas out because I think I'm gonna need 2 of them to actually smash the burgers. Now, these are just heavy-duty plastic. This is not at all what they advise you use when you're making smash burgers, but I don't have anything else, so we're gonna roll with it. I'll go ahead and pick one of these guys up, see how they look. Oh, that's way too much. Gee whiz, man. That's intentional, don't worry. Okay, you know, I'm trying to heat that down a little bit. I think it might be a little too hot at this moment. So, there it is, that's that. These buns should be toasted on both sides now. Yeah, a little too toasty, actually. Ah, frick, that's hot, woo! Learning my lesson. There we go, how's that look? Oh, that's more brown than I want it to be. So I'm assuming that that's plenty hot then. Okay, so I tried it again with the burger on this bun, and I got worse results because I was too afraid to leave it on for too long, and I don't know what the heck happened over here, but that's really soggy and burnt looking. So, yeah, that's why I don't try to be fancy all the time, but there is that, I suppose. I did turn the heat down. In fact, I'm gonna turn the fan on right now too, actually, here on my microwave. Wait, no, there we go. 2-speed, nice and hot, because I think we're gonna need it. I know it's gonna make a mess too. It's gonna be crazy when the burgers actually are on here. I'm actually gonna put some oil on the pan also. Ladies and gentlemen, I just set off the smoke detector. I knew that was gonna happen at some point tonight, and it's happened already. Let's turn this guy off. Okay, let's hope it stays off. Also, I can't know if you can tell, but it is quite foggy in here. There's a lot of steam and smoke, so that's fun. We haven't even put the burgers on the stove yet. Okay, so a lot of stuff to cover right now because with this as hot as it is, I'm sure that I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time to explain what I'm doing and filming when I have it on, just to make sure I don't ruin everything. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna be eating this one for the video because I think this bun turned out a lot better. This one was eat by myself. But I put the ketchup and mustard on the bottom, okay? That's the ratios I like. I like I don't know, about half as much mustard as ketchup because mustard is a lot stronger, I find. I'll be adding the toppings on top of the burgers once they're done. But here's the story. Here's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna put them on. Cheese-wise, I'm gonna be doing 1 on each burger. There's gonna be 2 patties on each, okay? The first patty's gonna have American on it. The second patty is gonna have some of this medium cheddar, also from Aldi. This is not sponsored by Aldi, by the way. Aldi's just cheap, and I don't like spending money. So we're gonna have 1 patty of each on each burger, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're excited for that, it's gonna be great. I will be, by the way, using this oil also from Aldi that I bought, this vegetable oil for the pan before I put the burgers on. And then I will be seasoning them with this bad boy right here, the Steak and Shake seasoning. This stuff slaps, let me tell you. But just in case I don't get a chance to explain all of that, that's what I'm doing. All right, so got my patties out of the refrigerator. I'm going to set them probably somewhere over here. I'm probably gonna move them a little closer. And think of it also. Move some of this stuff out of the way for now. But we're gonna put them on, we're gonna smash them really tight, and hopefully we'll see how things turn out. So I'm about to pour the oil on, and I'm stupid, because the little thing I had to pull, the little seal, I pulled it off, and I accidentally shoved it, don't ask, into the oil. So I hope you like microplastics with your burgers. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of this around the pan evenly, at least that's gonna be the plan. Let's hope it works out. Okay, a little more than I wanted maybe, but not so bad, not so bad. Okay, I'm gonna put the first patty on. I choose you randomly. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's what I want to hear. Now, then we're going to press it. We're going to press it hard, nice and flat as humanly possible. Maybe I only need the one spatula to smash it flat. I don't know. Seems to be doing pretty good so far. I am getting hit by some oil. It burns a little bit. Not fun. Okay, that's probably good. I'm also told at this point, this is when we apply the seasoning. So pop this bad boy open. Stick a little bit on there. Whew, okay, that's enough, right? That's enough. Hot oil, man, it's not helping me out here. Hope I don't like deep fry it on accident or anything. Now it looks like it's already going pretty strong right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and very soon flip it over. Gosh dang, I keep getting hit by these small things of oil. This is not fun, not fun. So, oh yeah, I feel it crusting already. This is cooking fast, really fast. It's also really tiny, which doesn't help. Okay, good. We applied the cheese. Cheese has been applied. We're gonna let that melt for a little bit and then we're gonna take it off. Yeah, cooking really fast. I think the pan is just really, really hot. I'm gonna give that a minute or two just to do its thing there. And we'll scoop it off in just a minute. For my personal opinion, that's good. We're gonna take it off now. Okay, there we go. Put it on here. Excellent. Now that should be good to go for the second patty. So let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna put the big chungus on because I think that patty is a tiny bit on the small side. So we're gonna hope for better here. I think it is cooling a little bit, so this one hopefully won't go as crazy fast. Definitely need to push it a lot more because it's much bigger of a patty than the last one was. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a way bigger patty. Not smash burger, let's smash half the crap. Okay. Smashed enough for me. On this guy, I'm going to put in the cheddar, so let's go ahead and get that ready. Good, this guy, it's ready. I'm just going to sit it on top of the thing for now until we flip. But I also cannot forget, we got to season this bad boy. I don't want to forget that. That would be bad. I think the oil has partially, what's the word? What does oil do? Evaporated, that's right. So it's not as crazy, thankfully, this time. You still hear it nice and strong, though. So we're going to give this a minute or two. Let it get nice and crusty, like smash burgers usually are supposed to be. All right, I think I'm going to try to give this guy the flip now. Let's find out. Does not quite feel as crusty, so maybe I did this wrong. Let's find out together. Okay, we got some crust. It's not quite as much as the other one, but I know crust is the big selling point of smash burger, so got to make sure I'm doing what I got to there. But this side being down means we can apply the cheese. There's that medium sharp cheddar that we pulled out before. Put that bad boy on there. Ooh, hot oil. All right, that's probably good. This cleanup's going to be a butt and a half, let me tell you, because of all the grease that's splattered literally everywhere. That's fun. So we're going to put this guy on top, like so. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to cook the rest of the burgers that I have. This one, I'm going to put the toppings on, and then we'll cut to me eating it after I'm done cooking the rest of these. Give that a little bit of time to cool off. All right, so I'm going to do one pickle there, two pickle here. Grab a little bit of this onion. Get like 2 or 3 of these rings. Not too much. You don't want it to overwhelm the taste. Onions are strong. I'm sure you know that. Put the big one on there, and then grab a smaller sized one. And then 2 or 3 of these smaller pickle pieces. There we go. Perfect. And there you have it. My pathetic excuse for a smash burger. Oh yeah, we'll be eating this in a minute. All right, guys, both the burgers are indeed finished. They are not the best looking burgers you've probably ever seen, but looks can be deceiving, so they taste good. I am also going to finish making these. I got one on right now. And so, yeah, finish these up, then we'll go ahead and take a taste test of these over at the table. Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, I'm sitting down to eat. Time for the taste test. It's really smoky in here. Don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's bad. This is one that we're trying, okay? Check that out. I think it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm ready to dive in and taste it though, so let's find out together. I don't even know where to bite in first. I'm gonna go in right here. Yeah, I like this. Ready? There's a smoke alarm again. Oh my goodness. Be right back. I'm back. Going in for a second bite, just to get a more formulated opinion. I think I did a pretty good job, not gonna lie. It's honestly one of the best burgers ever made for myself. I really, really like it. It's really, really good. Got a lot of flavor compared to a lot of other burgers I've made for myself too. This is definitely more of a lean meat, not as much fat, and so I know that kind of changes things a lot, but take a look in there. It's not like it's super juicy, but it's juicy enough. Let me get a little closer. A little ping on the inside too, I'm seeing, but cooking it that fast, you can always cook it the whole way through. Some of these patties though did turn out a little more like hybrid smashers, where they're not like fully smashed. I think it's because they didn't have the right tools for the job. But overall, I'm sort of impressed. I think this is really, really good. I really, really like these. So yeah, you can give it a good thumbs up. Not too bad. Not quite a disaster, almost a disaster, but oh well. I mean, smoke alarm went off. It's probably gonna go off a few more times before I'm done here, but. P.S. I just want you guys to know, I also tried the second burger, okay? The one with the burnt buns. And the burnt buns literally ruined the thing, okay? I took a bite, wasn't bad at first, and then I tasted that burnt bun, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad. So, thankfully, though, the rest of the burger was fine. Just had to get new buns on. But other than that, not too terrible. I'm very impressed with how things turned out. Oh, I also got to say, too, the smoke detector actually went off 3 times in total. The second time that you saw it when I was eating it, that was actually the third time. It went off again off camera. So, yeah, crazy stuff. Anyways, thank you guys all for joining me. I, of course, am K-Smoke. This has been my first ever, and probably first only, we'll see, cooking video. If there's any ways I could have done this better, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Have you ever cooked smash burgers for yourself? What do you think? What's worked good for you? I want to know your opinions down there. Also, want to see more videos not like this? Hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of reviews for movies and things like that. Give my thoughts on certain things, some commentary, other things of that nature. So if you're into that, you'd like more of that content. But it's going to wrap things up for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm K-Smoke. Don't forget, Jesus loves you, and I will see you in the next one.